Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining me for this prayerful pause with the pastor, a few moments to think of something greater than ourselves. This week, I've been looking over, I guess I've been doing this lately. Last week it was all one author, but I've been looking over different things that come through in my inbox every day. And, by now, if you've been watching it all, that I subscribe to several different daily readings. There's this one that came through by Father Richard Rohr, and it's on sacramental vision. He's been doing a lot with sacramental theology lately. And I did an exercise with the evening prayer group last Thursday, which was really fun and I think instructive. And the idea is that we need to train ourselves, teach ourselves, because it's a habit, to see the sacred in everything that is around us. I don't mean broad things like nature. I mean specific things. And so I had everybody pick up an item near themselves, right where they were sitting for our online prayer group. And I invite you to do that now. And it might be, a mug. It might be a pen or a pencil. It might be your phone. Could be something else. But just pick that up and hold it for a minute. And think of how this symbolizes or represents or is a metaphor for your relationship with God and the Spirit. For instance, and this wasn't mine, but if I were to pick up a mug, I would say, well, this reminds me of how God nourishes me, how my cup runneth over with God's love, how God can hold everything that I let go of that is troubling me. See what I'm getting at? You want to take an item that you have near you and figure out how can it represent God or the Spirit, your relationship in some way. And it's called it's a form of sacramental theology. You're putting theology into the sacrament of something physical. It could be anything. It could be, my nail clippers, what I used the other night. And I said, I can think of God when I think of my nail clippers, because it trims off what's not needed in my life. It keeps me clean. My faith can file off the rough edges. I can carry it with me. I carry my faith with me everywhere I go. So if I can make these remind me of God, you can do that with anything. My mouse could remind me of God, of the Spirit. It takes me where I want to go. It helps me to zoom in on things I need to pay more attention to. It helps me to close out parts of my life that are no longer effective, that I shouldn't be spending my time on anymore. It can direct me. You can't see this, but I have a little arrow on my screen wherever my mouse goes. That cursor directs my attention. That's what I hope the Spirit does for me. What's your object? What are you picking up and noticing? How does that remind you of your relationship with God or Spirit or Jesus? I hope that you will do this throughout the day, maybe even the week. Look at things differently, because it is such a habit for us to just look and see the outside appearance. I don't just mean with people. Everybody else can look at this and see a phone. I can see it as reminding me of how God communicates with me, how God is always with me, how God holds pictures of special moments in my head and my heart. I can see it as a way of communicating. I can pray all the time. I can see it as a means of relaxation and games that I play. All these things. These are all part of my relationship with God. And if I train my mind to start seeing everything around me as a reflection of that relationship's going to grow deeper. That's your assignment for today, kids. All right. Thanks for joining me for the Prayerful Pause of the Pastor. I'm Pastor Deb Swift of South Presbyterian Church in Rochester, New York. And until next time, God bless. Take care and bye for now.